Yo, 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 what up, 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 what up? We in the building, baby. What it do, baby? Make sure you guys tap into the live. I was actually like maybe 3 minutes before we went live. I started coughing a lot, so I had like one of these kind of like a cough drop. So I was trying to finish that as quickly as I can before I come on here chewing. So I'm like, I don't want nobody to start. Yo, what up? Make sure you guys check in. Let me know where you guys are coming in from. I see we got Dominican Republic in the building. Yes, we are live, baby. We are live. Shout out to Ty Black, one of the moderators in the chat. Welcome in. Boston, Massachusetts was good. Philly, Detroit. Damn, the names are coming in so fast. California and Grenada. Orlando. New Orleans. Phoenix, Arizona. Sweden in the building. What else we got? El Paso, Texas. Detroit. Just a second. Let me do this real quick. How do I do this? Okay. So Aja, we just made you a moderator as well. You a moderator on the channel. You up there with Ty Black as well. So help me control this thing. Toronto in the building. DC, what up? Bermuda Triangle. You really out there in the Bermuda Triangle? Okay. Tampa Bay in the building. Toronto was good. Chris, Randy, I see you out there. What is that? Barbara out there in Columbus. Roger out there in Monte Carlo. Shout out to Monte Carlo, man. My one of my good family friends was out there celebrating his dad's birthday this week. Chicago, we live, baby. Shout out to Carcino. Atlanta in the building. What up? Fort Worth, Texas. Let's give it like 10 more seconds. Cancun, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. What up? California, Ohio. I see you. Say some prayers for Jamaica. Prayers up for Jamaica. Hawaii. Okay, so let's do it. So y'all been noticing we've been going live a lot more, and we've been breaking this news story a lot more, and people have been getting mad at me. Oh man, why you always hating on LeBron James? And I'm telling y'all, the person y'all need to be hating on is Mitch, because Mitch is the one always sending me these topics. Matter of fact, let me drop let me just drop a message in our group chat. I'm dissing you on. Just a second. Let me just drop a message real quick. I'm dissing you on the live right now. Okay. You can see it. All right. Okay, so Mitch sends me a topic of Kevin Garnett. I thought it was like a cap story. But apparently there's a video of Kevin Garnett where he is saying that he thinks LeBron James is faking his injury because the Lakers refused to give him a contract extension. Let me play it for y'all. Just a second.
Guess what this feels like to me? Y'all don't want to get that deal done? All right, cool. Hey, Rich, hit the light on that shit. This is leverage, my dog. This is the GOAT telling everybody, or the greatest of his time, telling everybody, yeah, this is how we gonna run this. This feels like leverage. Yeah. I ain't playing no preseason. I ain't playing Woo.
So you saying he's not hurt?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you said it sounded like leverage, like press the button. That sounds
like leverage. I ain't say if he not hurt or hurt. I ain't getting into that. I said this feels like leverage.
You love the game, though. You want.
All right, let me play it again. Matter of fact, let me pause it, and then I want you to see the caption at the top. It says, Kevin Garnett says LeBron James is faking a sciatic injury because the Lakers didn't offer him an extension. So now let me play it for y'all again.
Guess what this feels like to me.
All right.
Guess what this feels like to me? Y'all don't want to get that deal done? All right, cool. Hey, Rich, hit the light on that shit. This is leverage, my dog. This is the GOAT telling everybody, or the greatest of his time, telling everybody, yeah, this is how we gonna run this. This feels like leverage. Yeah. I ain't playing no preseason. I ain't playing Woo.
So you saying he's not hurt?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you said it sounded like leverage, like press the button. That sounds
like leverage. I ain't say if he not hurt or hurt. I ain't getting into that. I said this feels like leverage.
You love the game, though. You want to play.
You love the game, want to play, but they ain't gonna do him any kind of way, man. It's like to me.
So y'all heard what Kevin Garnett said. I'm gonna play it again for the people in the live. So the people that just came in, Kevin Garnett is on his show with Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett is saying that he believes that LeBron James isn't really hurt. Instead, he's pulling off a power move against the Lakers because the Lakers refused to give him a contract extension. And so therefore, he is sticking it to the Lakers and letting them know, well, if y'all not going to give me a contract extension, I'm pretty much mailing it in. Now, I think it was Too Raw that did a video yesterday, and I can't remember the player that he was talking about. I think it was a former Laker, Chris something. I forgot his name. And he was saying that he believes LeBron may not come back this entire season. That's what he's saying. And now we get Kevin Garnett saying that LeBron James is basically faking his injury because the Lakers refuse to extend him. Let me play the sound again. Let me play it again for y'all.
Guess what this feels like to me? Y'all don't want to get that deal done? All right, cool. Hey, Rich, hit the light on that shit. This is leverage, my dog. This is the GOAT telling everybody, or the greatest of his time, telling everybody, yeah, this is how we gonna run this. This feels like leverage. Yeah, I ain't
So
playing
you
no
saying he not hurt?
I ain't playing Woo.
So you saying he not hurt?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not
That's what
LeBron.
I'm saying. I'm saying you
said
said it sound like leverage, like press the button. That sound
feels like leverage. I ain't say if he not hurt or hurt. I ain't getting into that. I said this feels like leverage.
You love the game, though. You want to play.
He love the game, want to play, but they ain't gonna do him any kind of way. Man,
okay, so now I want to give you all some information here. As you guys know, we did a video this week reacting to the story of this writer, this LA writer, where he was essentially saying that the Lakers threatened to sue him because he was going to kind of expose the things that went down during LeBron James's tenure with the Lakers. I bought the book yesterday, and I want to give credit where credit is due. The person that made me think about getting the book was Ticket TV because he mentioned something from the book. So I just said, he kind of took a screenshot of what was said in the book, and I said, okay, you know what, man? Let me just buy this book and start reading through it. Excuse me. So I started reading through this book yesterday, and the name of the book is, for those wondering, it's called A Hollywood Ending: The Dreams and the Drama of the LeBron James, I think, era in LA, right? I don't want to miss the page that I'm on. I think I'm on page, drama of the LeBron Lakers. I'm sorry, the LeBron Lakers. And I was reading a particular chapter. I don't remember what chapter it was in, but we're going to do a full show on it. I just want to understand if I can do a show on something that's written in a book that maybe the people didn't buy. So I got to figure that part out. But anyway, I was reading a book, and they started off with LeBron's arrival to the Lakers. Now, all of this ties into what Kevin Garnett said. For the new people that just came in, I'm going to play that for you guys in a little bit. But anyway, they were talking about when LeBron first got to LA. And they were talking about his first press day with the Lakers at the Lakers practice facility. And LeBron essentially walks in, according to this book. He walks into the media day or whatever, media availability or whatever it was. And there were like 100 and plus reporters that swarmed him. So when they went to LeBron to ask him about, being a Laker, this is exciting and all of that, I forgot the writer, but I think it was Bill Plaschke. I got to go back to the chapter, and I don't know if I can read what he said, but it was Bill Plaschke that said, can I go back to the page? It was Bill Plaschke that was essentially saying that LeBron James wasn't happy. He wasn't excited to be there. And Bill Plaschke walked away saying, Laker fans are excited to have LeBron, but LeBron James isn't. This started then. I'm going to get to a larger point. And in a chapter in the book, and I don't know if I can read this, I'm assuming I can. I mean, I already bought the book. What is it? Actually, I'll read it for you. I'll read it for you. The chapter, I think it's chapter 5, and it starts off with the title, LeBron's going to trade you. And I'm going to read a little bit for you guys. I don't have it on my phone. I have it on my computer. It says, LeBron entered the gym a little after noon. He was greeted by more than 100 cell phones thrust in the air. He settled behind a table, took hold of the mic, and wearing a jersey so tight it looked like it was painted on, began answering questions as if he'd been forced to memorize talking points. He rarely smiled. His eyes were devoid of life. He spoke in a low monotone. He seemed surprised by many of the questions. How long have you been following me? He replied when asked about the difficulty of juggling his business empire with his basketball career. He sounded annoyed. Apparently not long enough, the reporter answered. Apparently not long enough, LeBron replied. This was not what the city had come to expect. For decades, the organization's leadership had pushed the notion of the Lakers' exceptionalism, the idea that the Lakers were special and the rest of the NBA was not. Many Laker fans and even some local media had bought into this belief. In their minds, players were expected to pay tribute to the team's glorious past, to acknowledge that, unlike with other franchises in other cities, being a Laker was a symbiotic relationship, an opportunity where the fans benefited as much as the team. And yet here was LeBron, the one tasked with taking up the mantle Kobe had left behind, acting like a hostage who had been forced to sign a contract. It was a strange sight. He talked about adjusting to the Los Angeles Lakers, like it was less an adventure and more of a chore. Was how the Los Angeles Times columnist Bill Plaschke described the press conference in his column that evening. The piece was titled, LeBron James's first public appearance in a Lakers uniform is exciting to everyone but himself. That's the book. Now, I later on went on to read that chapter, and it said this. Apparently, there was an event that the Lakers hold together at one particular place out there in Los Angeles, where players like Kobe Bryant and others had attended, where they get together some of the biggest sponsors of the Lakers, some of the people that have like high price tickets for the Lakers. So all of the Lakers staff get on a bus, which they customarily do, to drive up to that location. And LeBron says he'll meet everybody up there. He decided to take a helicopter. So when they get to the event, all of these sponsors, all of them are excited because, well, we're going to meet LeBron James. He's the newest Laker. So people were beginning to freak out that they didn't hear from him. And then they kept on hearing that, oh, LeBron is coming, LeBron is coming. He wanted to attend a basketball game for some city. And then later on, I think it got to like 8 p.m. and LeBron didn't even show up. He didn't even show up. All the sponsors, all of these guys were left there standing like, wait, LeBron is not showing up? No, he's not showing up. Why am I bringing this up? The reason I'm bringing this up is because it ties into what Kevin Garnett is talking about. Kevin Garnett is saying LeBron James may be faking his injury because the Lakers didn't give him a contract extension. And what I think happened was this. I think the Lakers were already fed up with the LeBron James partnership, but they had no other option but to tolerate it. But the moment Luka Doncic became available and they saw that they could get Luka, they pounced on the opportunity because now not only could they get a star moving into the future, but they can now finally be out of the LeBron James business. So when they got Luka, they were like, we don't need to tolerate this anymore. We don't need to tolerate it. And probably that's the reason, or one of the reasons, they didn't extend him. So LeBron, seeing this, realized he lost all of his power. All of it. He said, you're a passionate hater. You're a passionate supporter. You're a passionate supporter of LeBron. I got to hand it to you. And now they're moving on. So let me play what the sound said again. I mean, I never find myself about to fight an entire basketball team over LeBron James. I'm over Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan. Some of y'all LeBron fans ready to do that. Y'all should not be talking. Y'all should just sit down, crack open a jar of honey, and enjoy the show.
This feels like to me.
Let me play it for y'all.
Guess what this feels like to me? Y'all don't want to get that deal done? All right, cool. Hey, Rich, hit the light on that shit. This is leverage, my dog. This is the GOAT telling everybody, or the greatest of his time, telling everybody, yeah, this is how we gonna run this. This feels like leverage. Yeah, I ain't
So
playing
you
no
saying he not
preseason, I
hurt?
ain't playing Wolves.
So you saying he not hurt?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not
That's what
LeBron.
I'm
I
saying.
can't
I'm
speak
saying
for
you
LeBron.
said it sound like leverage, like press the button. That sound
feels like leverage. I ain't say if he not hurt or hurt. I ain't getting into that. I said this feels like leverage.
You love the game, though. You want to play.
He love the game, want to play, but they ain't gonna do him any kind of way. Man, the nobody's been here. Guess what this feels like to me? Y'all don't want to get that deal done? All right, cool. Hey, Rich, hit the light on that shit. This is leverage, my dog. This is the GOAT telling everybody, or the greatest of his time, telling everybody, yeah, this is how we gonna run this. This feels like leverage. Yeah, I ain't
So
playing
you
no
saying he
preseason,
not
I
hurt?
ain't playing Wolves.
So you saying he not hurt?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not
That's what
LeBron.
I'm
I
saying.
can't speak
I'm
for
saying you
LeBron.
said it sound like leverage, like press the button. That
This
sound
feels like leverage. I ain't say if he not hurt or hurt. I ain't getting into that. I said this feels like leverage.
You love the game, though.
So you heard what he had to say. Kevin Garnett says, let me show y'all the title. Kevin Garnett says LeBron is faking sciatic injury because the Lakers didn't offer him an extension. Now, the part that I don't get is this. LeBron fans are acting like as if this guy has been in the NBA for only 10 years or 15 years. Mike, for goodness sake, he's been in the NBA for 23, going on 23 years. 23 years. The last seven of them, he spent with the Lakers. So I'm confused about how they dissing him. Maybe it's just time to go home. What is this reluctance of retiring? Everybody else has moved on. I just have to believe that at a certain point, life is more interesting than playing basketball. I just want to believe that aren't there other interesting things to do outside playing basketball, especially when you've been doing it for 20 plus years? I would just assume that. I would literally just assume that. I don't know why people are acting like, oh, he was done wrong. His time was cut short. I don't get it. Let me read this. LeBron in LA for 8 years, but Ohtani got more respect from the Angelinos after 2 years. Heck, even Freeman probably got more respect. Appreciate the super chat there in the comments. So that's what Kevin Garnett is saying. And I think Kevin Garnett is probably just putting 2 and 2 together. He's probably just listen to this series of events. So first, training camp was about to start. LeBron didn't even mention anything about a sciatic nerve. Nothing at all. He spoke about his knees. I think he spoke about his ankle or something like that. That's all he spoke about. Then we heard he was going to miss the first day of training camp. Then we heard he was going to miss all of training camp. Then we heard he was going to miss all of preseason. Then we heard he was going to miss the first 2 to 3 weeks of the season. And now all of a sudden we're hearing that he's going to be gone till mid-November. And I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on here? Like, what is actually going on here? But for me, I just feel like the Lakers have done more than enough for LeBron James to be happy. And the reason I'm saying that is they drafted Bronny, for God's sakes. So the Lakers can't be that bad unless The Lakers only did that because they saw it as an opportunity to grab headlines and make some money out of a situation that had already turned into an absolute joke. Because after a while, they were looking like a clown show. Let's be for real. The Lakers were looking like an absolute clown show. Let's be for real. They were looking like a clown show. And now they decided to move on. What's the big deal? Personally, I don't care if LeBron. Personally, if I'm being honest with you guys, I wouldn't care if he played a single minute this year. Honestly, I wouldn't care. I would not care. I wouldn't care at all. I'm talking about for the Lakers. I wouldn't care. They already got Luka. I wouldn't care. I don't care. I think they'll be okay. Seriously, I don't care. It's even easier for me to root with the team with him not playing. I'm being dead serious. It's easier for me to support the Lakers with him not playing. I don't care. He said if they said he out for the entire year, okay, great. Let's focus on who's there. Not saying I wish he's injured. No, I'm just saying that, like, if they decided that LeBron wants to get, if LeBron decides he wants to trade tomorrow, I'll be like, okay, let's do it. Thumbs up, let's do it. Let's just move on. Let's do it. Just move on. Let's move on to something else. That's just my take on it. Because the team is a lot easier to support. Somebody said, how will you make? What is it with LeBron fans and wondering how much money people are making? What is wrong with you guys? Why y'all always worrying about how much money somebody's making? Why don't you go get some money and leave it and call it a day? I know y'all sit there and calculate views like, oh, look, I wonder how many views, how much money he made off of this, did off of that. Bro, it's not about no damn LeBron. It's called hard work, man. We got other videos that do just fine. Our highest viewed videos this month ain't even LeBron videos. Y'all don't see none of that. You LeBron goblins. Y'all just sitting there counting this man's money like as if that's the way to make money. They got whole LeBron James kingdoms out there in Narnia. Channels named LeBron James Kingdom out there in Narnia. Go ask them how much money they making. They even giving out t-shirts. They probably going to be giving out tattoos. Everything. Go ask them how much money y'all making with all that guzzling y'all doing since LeBron is the way to make bread. Like, what are we talking about here? No, LeBron James is the only way you can make money, man. That's the only way you can make money, man. Come up with something else. Jeez Louise, man. They got a castle with this dude's face on the front. If you Google LeBron James and Rabbi, it will clarify why he gets so much outlandish help on and off the court. Appreciate the super chat. What are we talking about here? Like, what are we talking about here? Shout out to this guy. I think he's his name is Poetic Flacco. I think Poetic Flacco or Poetic. Yeah, I think it's Poetic Flacco. He was reacting to a video that were talking about LeBron James. And the guy in the video said, when LeBron leaves, he believes the NBA ratings are going to go up. And then I think his name is Poetic Flacco says, what are you talking about? The views are going to go up when LeBron leaves. The views are going to go down when LeBron leaves. And I'm like, here we go. Somebody must have gave him a jar too. He don't even know what he's talking about. Do you realize the viewership was up in the playoffs even after the Lakers got eliminated? Do you realize people were actually excited to watch NBA games at the beginning of the season? Do you realize that? Don't you think NBA fans are kind of just ready to move on? Don't you think they're just kind of ready to move on? Wasn't LeBron in some of these other All-Star games? Like, I'm confused. Where were all the viewership? Where were all of the foot soldiers out there in Narnia? I guess y'all didn't pay for y'all cable. LeBron didn't pay for y'all cable package that month, huh? Y'all didn't have any cable out there in Narnia. Because that's where LeBron fans live. Because in their mind, he has a kingdom. And I'm saying his kingdom is in Narnia. They live in Narnia with their king. These people here, these LeBron fans, they live out there in Narnia. That's what I believe. Somebody said, how much of this is connected to the boule? Well, I don't know nothing about the boule. I don't know nothing about it. I done heard the video of the pastor, what that guy said. I don't know nothing about none of that. All I know is that Kevin Garnett is saying he believes LeBron is faking his injury. Let me play it for y'all.
Feels like to me.
Hold on.
Y'all been here. Guess what this feels like to me? Y'all don't want to get that deal done? All right, cool. Hey, Rich, hit the light on that shit. This is leverage, my dog. This is the GOAT telling everybody, or the greatest of his time, telling everybody, yeah, this is how we gonna run this. This feels like leverage. Yeah, I ain't
So
playing
you
no
saying he
preseason,
not hurt?
I ain't playing Woo.
So you saying he not hurt?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not
That's what
LeBron.
I'm saying.
I
I'm
can't
saying you
speak
said it sound like leverage, like press the button. That
it
sound
feels like leverage. I ain't say if he not hurt or hurt. I ain't getting into that. I said this feels like leverage.
You love the game, though. You want to
Yeah,
play.
he love the game, want to play, but they ain't gonna do him any kind of way. Man,
But my thing is, I don't see what the Lakers are doing him any kind of way. That's the part I think Kevin Garnett is capping about. How are the Lakers doing him any kind of way? You can't move on from a player. You got to keep signing him. You got to keep signing a player if you like forever. So if LeBron wants to play till he's 45, the Lakers got to keep offering him contract extensions. Like, what are we talking about here? I just feel like LeBron is not rocking with the Lakers anymore. He doesn't want to be a part of their farewell tour. And I have a feeling, and I'm being dead serious, guys. I'm being dead serious. I have a feeling, this is just a long shot. I could be wrong. I have a feeling LeBron is going to join the Clippers next year. I know it sounds ridiculous. I know y'all are like, the Clippers. I believe it. I'm going to tell you why. I don't believe LeBron wants to leave in LA. Doesn't want to leave LA, excuse me. I believe his plan was to stay in LA. The guy is building, according to reports, $100 million house. Nobody builds $100 million house and wants to leave when your whole family is based in a place. So if that means that he gets to stay in LA, play with the team in the same city, you're not going all the way out there to Sacramento, in the same LA as you, although I don't know specifically where the Intuit Dome is in Los Angeles. I don't know specifically where that is. I don't know around LA like that. I think he would take that opportunity 100% to stay there. He already posted a picture of himself training in front of the Clippers practice facility. So what's the stretch there? He said $100 million to LeBron is nothing. Bro, knock it all. $100 million to LeBron is something. What world are you living in? You making it seem like LeBron James is worth $25 billion. $100 million to Dangote is a lot of money. What are you talking about? $100 million ain't nothing to LeBron. $100 million to Dangote is something. And he worth $30 billion. Who told you $100 million ain't nothing? I'm confused. If you worth $1,200 and somebody comes and take away $100, you're going to feel that, bro. If you got $1,000 in your pocket and you lose 100, you're going to feel that. 100 million is something, especially 100 million cash. Not, oh, I made 1.2 billion or I'm worth 1.2 billion. I don't have 1.2 billion. A lot of the money I've made has been taxed already. 100 million in cash? Man, knock it off, man. What are we talking about here? If you're spending 100 million, you're already thinking of how to get that money back. You're already thinking, how can I get that 100 million back? Who told you 100 million ain't nothing to him? Let's knock that off, man. You see, this is what they be doing up there in Narnia. This is what they got y'all feeling out there in Narnia, that 100 million ain't nothing. 100 million is something. Narnia, the lion Bron, the witch, bronsexuals, and the wardrobe jars of honey. Bronny should ask for a trade and get away from his pop's drama. Appreciate the super chat. This says, better not be surprised if LeBron is faking his injury so that he can flee to Canada, specifically Toronto, to join the Raptors with the FBI on it. Even if LeBron went to Canada, man, I think the FBI can reach out there to Canada, bro. I don't see that being an issue. I don't see the FBI trying to get to LeBron James being an issue out there but y'all already know what I said, man. I said if I'm LeBron James, I'm leaving. Y'all think I'm joking. If I'm out. I'm not waiting for nothing. I'm not waiting for no investigation. I'm not waiting for nothing, bro. I'm out. I'm gonna catch y'all in a minute. I'm gonna go chill out there in Paris or somewhere, and I'm gonna rock out. I'm gonna let you guys handle that. Ain't nobody gonna wake up one morning and hit me with something and then be like, "Oh, we took your pet." Nah, bro. I'm not doing that. Bronny should get an advertisement deal with Bronny paper towels. He's not going to Canada. Kevin Garnett has been compromised. It's stupidness to say LeBron has leverage on an expiring contract with an extension without an extension. Well, Dave McMenamin said that the Lakers may offer LeBron James a max contract at the end of this year. Dave McMenamin. They're not going to offer him before. They're going to offer him a brand new one next year. That's what Dave McMenamin said. So speaking of things that are weird that get said, that's one of them. The Lakers are going to offer him a max contract next year. Go figure. Canada has an extradition treaty. Exactly. I felt so as well. He works for Clutch Sports. I don't know who you're referring to. Is it Kevin Garnett? I don't know who you're referring to. Bronny's going to retire before his dad. They should offer him all the money in the world. Offer who all the money in the world? Dave, by minute, I live in Paris, so please don't say LaFlop to go to Paris, please. Who should they offer all this money? That's what I want to know. Who should they offer all this damn money? LeBron fans get steamy why they watch his highlights. LeBron will never get max money again. Let's talk about Bronny for a minute. 0 points. Well, I didn't expect anything. I didn't expect anything. I already said I don't think he should be on the team. I didn't expect anything to begin with. Who's LeBron? Man, stop trolling me in the comment. Matthew, stop trolling me, man. Don't stop trolling. We don't have time for this, man. It's Tuesday. Come on, man. We just at the beginning of the week. Don't be trolling us. They should give him everything he wants. What, man? He should go get it from somebody else. How about that? Said Bronny couldn't play on another team. LeBron fans are offering LeBron a contract this stage is business. Of course it's just insanity. And why would Luka want to play with a 41-year-old star? I'm confused. Like, why would Luka want to be a part of that? Luka's not going to come out and say, hey, I don't want LeBron James on the team. He's not going to say that. But you don't think in the back of his mind, Luka's like, come on, man, get me somebody younger. Come on. Like, what are you guys doing here? Get me somebody in their 20s, for goodness sake. I'm 26 years old. Why are you pairing me up with a 40-year-old? Like, what are we talking about here? That makes perfect sense. If I'm Luka, I want to play with a younger star. That makes perfect sense to me. Perfect sense. So I don't know why that would be even something the Lakers should be considering. Charles, do you think LeBron should be on a minimum contract? No, I don't think so. I already said I thought the best thing for him to do was just retire this year and call it a day. Literally, you could have retired this year and called it a day. But no, people like stress. People like to stress themselves out. Okay, then go be a part of the stress. You want to be a part of the stress, then be a part of the stress. Come on, man. Bron's still better than 75% of the league. LeBron fans are big time sheep. What else we got? If I was Luka, why would he sign a team extension if LeBron was going to come back? Exactly. I don't see why Luka would have done that. Let me see. Luka gonna have a ninja moment with the front office and spaz out about what he wants. LeBron will not retire. This is a part of his show, and he loves the attention. The new owner should buy out both Bron and Bronny. They don't have to buy him out. This is the end of it. So there's not going to be another contract. It's over. There is no more contract. This is it. Ayton won't last long in LA. Well, if he doesn't play better, he shouldn't. I mean, if he doesn't play up to par, he shouldn't. I cannot wait for Friday to see NBA commissioner to talk about this scams. Okay, yeah, that's right, the 31st. Anyway, guys, man, appreciate you guys for being a part of the live, man. That's the update. We got a lot more content dropping a little bit later today, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. And we definitely gonna keep y'all posted, man. Y'all have a good one, man. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.